Jagadish Maharaj to speak something. We all want to hear him.
Maharaj, they get enough of me.
Anything you could glorify Swamiji and
Very big Maharaj.
anything, very little.
I can say that, personally speaking, I'm happy that you have come here to visit us. I know that you were very dear to Prabhupada. I saw you many times with Prabhupada, and I saw his affection for you. And therefore, I would like to welcome you again publicly to Saranagati community of Vaishnavas. We are doing something here. I explained a little bit to you before, but we feel that a very important part of Prabhupada's preaching was to establish the proper type of civilization for fostering the birth of bhakti in the heart of the conditioned soul. Prabhupada saw that the civilization based on the machine was destroying the human being. And he, being compassionate Vaishnava he was, like Prahlad Maharaj, he just wanted to see all the suffering, conditioned souls saved from their ignorance. And he wanted to give them the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And so he published his books and asked his disciples to distribute them in every nook and corner of the world. And then he also asked us to take the teachings from Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and put them into life. He said often, it's the life that's important. So the Saranagati village is an effort to put the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita as they're presented by Srila Prabhupada into life. And of course, life comes from the association of saintly persons. So we are fortunate to have you with us who can help us to regain our life energy through the hearing and chanting of Krishna Katha. So please give us some light.
Ajnanatimirandasya Dhyananjanasalaataya Chakshurunmilitam Dena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripasindubhyaiva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namo Mahabhadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरभक्ति श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि शिव भक्त। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम। We know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, went to Jagannath Puri by the order of his mother, and again from there he went to South India. Again he returned, and again he went to North India, Vrindavan, and so many places. Went to Jagannath Puri and met with Sarvam Bhattacharya. He was the intellectual Jain, especially in Mayavad. At that time he was one of the most famous Mayavadi in the whole world. So many sannyasis, renowned order person, used to meet him and take shelter, though he was a family man, but he was so renowned. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He saw that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a very young boy, and he has taken anyhow renounced order. So I said, help him. And he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that I want that you should be bona fide renounced order sannyasi. You are a very little boy, young boy. You may be derailed. So you should hear some Vedanta. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that you are my father's friend, and forefathers also were friends, Visharad and Upendra Mishra and all. So I am like a son, like a nephew to you. So I have given myself in your lotus feet. So you can do, you can train, not train, anyhow. I have given myself to you. He began to teach Vedanta. Athato Brahma Jitya Janma Dasya Yata. And he was explaining it in wrong way. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had 7 days. He didn't spoke anything in favor or against. He was silently hearing all this. Sarvam Bhattacharya told, are you understanding anything or not? I'm not anything understanding by your face. I can read anyone's face, but I am not reading your face. Whether you are understanding all the explanation that I am giving. But I am thinking not. If you are not understanding, you can ask me, I will answer. And if you are understanding something, then you should do like this. Very good, yes, go on. But you are not telling anything. So I am not understanding where you are understanding or not. He told very simply, what you utter, the Vedanta Sutras, actually done by Vyas. I am understanding as sun is there and his light is coming. But when you explain, I think that you are making clouds to cover the sun. He was astonished and not telling right. He told that, I think like so that you are covering the real meaning of Vedanta Sutra. Why? He told that everything is clear from the Sutra that Parabrahma has said, he has so many powers, so attributes, and he is all-powerful, he is ocean of rust, he can do anything he likes. A person cannot do like this, but he can do everything. In a moment, so many worlds, creation. And in a moment, he can destroy all. And he do anything. But you are telling that he has no shape, no color, no attribute, no shakti. He is nirvishesh, arupana having no shape. He has no any qualification. Even he is not so merciful to anyone. He has no mercy at all. He is like a zero. Yes, unexplained. And it is true, because it is not untrue, because it appears from the Sutras, Krishna has said. He is Krishna. He has so many attributes. All worlds have been created and are nourishing by him, and at last they will intervene. So if he is doing all these things, he must have any shape, he must have some desire, he must have some attributes, powers, energy. So why you are turning like so? He gave so many Ved Upanishad श्लोक जतो मानि भूतानि जायन्ते येन जातानि जीवन्ति अभिसं विशन्ति तद्विजिज्ञास ब्रह्म सतैव सम्म इदम् अग्रासि. So many and all arguments they become worthless. They could not speak anything, and he fled flat on the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh, this young boy, who is he? At once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed him the face of the shape of Ram, Krishna and Mahaprabhu at a time. Six-handed. In two hands, bow and arrow. In two hands, float like Krishna. The shape was Krishna. But two hands of Ram, two hands of Krishna, and two hands of Mahaprabhu like Danda and Kamandalu. At once he felt like. And he told that, now, it's a bliss. Are they doing wrong? I am saying that here, shape, God has said, G-O-D, G, generator, O, operator, and D, destructor. Everything is. I am really saying, he has said, attributes, so merciful, and every qualities he possesses, but not worldly. And he fell and took, surrender himself in the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now Prabhu told that, don't tell these things to anyone. I have to do so many things. And he, so that Sarvam Bhattacharya, oh, see himself, the Yeah, the personality of
Supreme Personality of Godhead.
personality of Godhead. He is, and he took. He also went in Kashi, and he turned all the Kashis Vasi, the living persons of Kashi. 60,000 of sannyasi, renounced order persons, and they took all shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all with his all disciples, and whole Kashi became Vaishnava. Yeah. But where there were no learned persons, only persons like animals in human shape went to South India and all other parts. Jharikhandi, coming from Vrindavan to coming from Jagannath Puri to Vrindavan. There were no philosophers, not learning persons, not knowing ABCD or Ko Kho Ga Gha, anything. Drinking, making merry, only this. Drink and me very this philosophy. They don't know any philosophy. Very simple persons engaged in worldly requirements and sense gratification. He thought, here, philosophy of Vedanta will not act anything. No activities of all. They don't know to read. So what to do? They all began to talk. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Very simple way, very simple. Whether he has so many egos, so many requirements, he is engaged always in sense gratification. He may be foolish, he may be learned, he may be woman, he may be young boy or old person, anyone, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Isai, anything, even animals and trees and creepers, and he may be. But by hearing this, by chanting this, surely they will be very good devotees one day, and they will know Krishna Tattva, Jiva Tattva, Maya Tattva, everything in good association, Vaishnava association. Those who will chant, those will only chant, nothing, knowing nothing. After some time they will be poor, and Krishna will arrange himself the association of Shuddha Vaishnava devotees. Very soon. So he preached everything. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur, the Saptam Goswami, 7th Goswami, after Goswami, 6th Goswami, Rupsanath, and his son and disciple, both, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, used the same method, and he used to preach like this. Everywhere, in every village, they made क्या ग्राम झाड़ू नाम हट्टा everywhere. No philosophy, because they will not understand any philosophy. But they should be helped. So he began chanting Hare Krishna, village to village, so everywhere. He sent his one hand to West country, and that hand was Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. So powerful person. I've come only to see how splendid, how marvelously, and how magically he has turned whole Western country. I am seeing here the place of tigers, bears, No unknown person. Anyone cannot see any human state here. Here all like this. All the trees, creepers here. Lakes, mountains, snow, stones, falls, everything. And I'm here saying that, oh, it has become like Golok Vrindavan. He has made it. One finger of Swamiji, he is like, and he has done miracles. I'm seeing so many devotees. I'm glad to come here and to see the magic of Swami. I had come here to Vallish. I have not come, but I was dragged by Swamiji because he has ordered me when he was coming first to India that he used to join me. I'll be so happy if you'll come and help me. Though I could not come by body, but by mind I was serving him. From India I used to supply his orders, like sending mridangas, sending kartals, sending deities Radha Krishna and Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. So many. I send his books, everything. I helped as much I could have done. I helped so much. In the last time also, he called me. The testimony, his prominent disciples, at that time DBC was established, all were there. But especially he called for me. I went. He had so much faith on me. I had served him without any gain. That gain was that he used to take me to Krishna. That gain was there. So he knew me, perhaps. My heart was pure. So he told me that you should give me samadhi with your own hand. I know that you will go with Vedic culture, slokas and months, everything. You know, you are qualified, all these Vedic months and doing all these things. And you should also manage my Birah Mahotsav. Perhaps Jagdish Maharaj was there. And we all took him his transcendental body all over Vrindavan to Radha Damodar temple, Govinda Gopinath, Madan Mohan, Shyam Sundar, Radha Raman, Gokulananda, also to Banke Bihari, and also to Radha Vallabh, everywhere, with very good kirtan. And we returned, and we made a hole in earth. What was the rule and regulation? We in Jamuna water, we get bath and written so many mantras, Hare Krishna, everything. And it depends. After that, very good. Birah Mahotsav was done. Separation, Utkat Mahotsav. And all the prominent Vaishnava of Vrindavan were called, and they were honored, and they glorified Swamiji. All. He told also that you should help to my boys, to whom I have accepted as my sons and disciples. I know that you are qualified. I told him that I'm your Shikshak, disciple. I always know that you are my Shikshak, not less than Dikshak. So I must carry your order on my head. Then he becomes so happy. So he has told that you should come. So after 18 years, I'm coming. Only to see and pay my respect to the lotus dust where he has put. He came in Newark, garden or in deep from where he first took his karma. Sri Krishna alone sitting. He wrote me all these things with karma. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasa. Then Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Persons and the devotees began to come surrounding him, and in very few years he spread his mission all over. So many temples, so many big books, authentic books like Srimad Bhagavatam translation, purport, Chaitanya Charitamrita's purport and meaning, word by word, everything. Gita was translated so, and so many books he wrote. Only he had to do something more, but his master called, at once, come on and serve me, I cannot live without you. So he wished that some things which I could not complete here, my all devotees should complete this. So, if he was here, could have translated Srimad Bhagavatam in full, translating and giving Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Ujjwal Mani, and all the books of Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, and all our disciples, acharyas, from top to bottom, especially our Goswami, up to Bhakti Vinod Thakur and Srila Prabhupada. But in a short time he could not do all these things, but he has given so much treasure and Anusya Amrit, nectar. He has kept in his what box? Iron chest. That is in books. But any general person cannot know deeply and the real meaning. So he is with very bona fide Vaishnava. So we should go, Ja Bhagavat Pado Vaishnava Sthane. Go to any bona fide Vaishnava who is a Rasi, who is Tattvagrahi, knows all the Vaishnava philosophy, Bhakti philosophy, especially Prem philosophy. You should go and read these books. I'm going to keep all these things, but in lock and key. When you will be mature, then any bona fide Vaishnava will keep the key in your hand, then you can unlock. And you will see that everything is here. Especially Anya Bhilasita Shunyam. Jnana Karmadhyanapratam. Anukullena Krishna Anusilanam Bhakti Ruttama. What we are doing in the beginning? First karma. Only for us. The fruit we will taste. This is called Karma Yoga. But Karma Yoga superior than this. Doing anything, but we offer it to the fruits and that karma. Offer to Krishna. Then it becomes Karma Yoga. Yoga means plus. Karma adding to Bhakti. Then Bhakti and Karma Yoga, that is mixture of Bhakti and Karma. What is this? Jat karosi, jadasnasi, jajjuhosi, tadasi tap, jarasatusasikon tat pudapluru samadar. What you are doing, the fruit should be given to me. That is Karma Yoga.